Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 1 of The Beauty Buzz. The Beauty Buzz is a video podcast series that I am doing here on my channel, and each week I have a special guest who's a YouTuber in the beauty community, makeup artist, content creator, and I am so excited to have Miss Paige Koren as my first guest here on The Beauty Buzz. Hi, Paige.
Hi, Alex. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm just so excited to have you as my first guest and just get to connect with you. It's been so long, so I'm so excited to have you.
I know, it really has. I was a little nervous, but now
I know. I am too, a little bit, but more so I'm just so terrified that something's gonna go wrong or you know what I mean? Just that kind of stuff. But I'm excited.
Definitely.
So just to start off the podcast, I just want to know where you're from and how you got started. How did you fall in love with makeup and how your YouTube journey just kind of started? Where did you start? How did it become and all that good stuff?
Okay, so I am Paige. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I started watching YouTube videos when I want to say I was a freshman in high school, probably 2011-ish, and I immediately fell in love with makeup. That's what got me into makeup. My first eyeshadow palette was the Urban Decay Naked palette, and that was because of YouTube. I just almost was obsessed. I was this is amazing, because I didn't know that YouTube was so specialized in so many different areas.
Yeah.
And so I watched YouTube videos for a long time, always wanted to start a channel, but I finally was brave enough to, when I graduated high school, which was 2015, that was when I posted my first video, and I kept my YouTube channel a secret. I was so embarrassed by it, which there's no reason to be, but
right.
I was just nervous, and I was super shy growing up. I didn't have a ton of friends in high school. I was just the quiet girl. So I thought people would think it was weird that I was posting videos of myself.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
But it actually really helped me with my social skills and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I made YouTube videos for a while, didn't take it super seriously, but I had a lot of fun doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was in nursing school, and I realized that it wasn't for me, even though I have so much respect for nurses and healthcare workers.
Yes.
It takes a special person to be
Absolutely.
one of those people.
Yeah.
And I just knew that I wasn't going to be happy with that decision. I'm I don't know why I'm tearing up. Oh my goodness.
No, because you graduated, didn't you? You
yeah,
went through the whole thing, and then have that realization oh wait, this isn't what my passion is. That is emotional. That's a lot to kind of process. Yeah.
And it made me feel bad because obviously be a nurse is an amazing job, and I went to school for it, and I was well, maybe I should try to pursue something that I truly love and will make me so happy.
Yeah.
So I started posting videos crazy, and this was before the Jaclyn Hill contest. And then that contest literally changed my life, and it kickstarted my career.
Yeah.
And I went from 3,000 subscribers to 50,000 overnight.
Crazy.
And I was what the heck? I couldn't believe that. But if everything didn't happen the way that it did, I don't think I would have become not that I'm super successful or anything, but I don't think I would have been
girl.
I don't think I would have been as successful as I am now because of the events that led up to that.
Yeah,
so.
Everything had a purpose to lead you to where you are now. Yeah. Do you want to touch? I meant to actually do this in the beginning of the podcast, but I just jumped right into it. Do you want to talk about the contest we won? And that's kind of how we connected? Yeah.
Oh, you want me to talk about it? Oh.
I'll add in.
Okay. I feel I'm just talking the whole time.
No, that's the point. Please talk.
Okay. So yeah, the Jaclyn Hill contest is where we met. And literally to this day is probably the best thing that has like happened to me.
Same.
Like, it still feels like a dream to me. I still have my Nest candle that we got.
Yes, me too.
I am so obsessed. So yeah, we entered that contest. Your entry was incredible. I like cannot believe every time I like talk about you, I'm like the amazing singer that sang Thank You Next, but like her own rendition. I'm like, oh, I loved your audition video.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was so cool. Somehow, I don't know how I won. I don't know. There were so many entries, and I'm so glad that we all won because it was such a good group of people.
It really was.
You know, like that was such an amazing experience.
It was so cool. And didn't you enter it like 15 minutes before the cutoff or something crazy like that?
Yes, I was so scared. She said that she saw my video when she was picking the winners.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I waited like 10 more minutes, like I wouldn't have gotten it.
That's so crazy.
It's like, that is something where it's like, that must have just been meant to be because like it's too much of a coincidence.
Right.
Like, oh man.
Totally. Yeah. That was by far, like, I talked to my husband about it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but that might have beat our wedding day. Like that was the best day. And the like connection we had, just the five of us, was like, so we like all clicked right away. We had dinner that night. Like it was just such a fun experience. And I started my beauty page I had like 200 followers, and then kind of similar to you, I like every day would pass by and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm at 1,000, I'm at 2,000. And so I think for all of us, that was such a good experience to, like, I don't know, not clout, but you know what I mean? Like it was a connection and it was an experience, and we were able to grow from Jacqueline. And so that was, incredible. Yeah. So you are doing YouTube full time, correct?
Yeah.
That is like your job right now.
Yes.
So because like every time I open my YouTube, you have a new video, and I'm like, girl is on it. You have such fun content and like so well done. So how does your week look like creating content? Like, how do you come up with video ideas? How do you plan? Like, do you have a day off? It doesn't seem like you do because you're like on it.
Yeah. I mean, every week is different. I don't like set myself up with a schedule, which sometimes I wish I did, because I could be like, all right, like Saturday and Sunday is like weekend time. Like I don't need to be working, but I kind of just like, I try to plan things as much as I can, but some days, like I'll get a package in the mail. Like, for example, the Jaclyn Hill PR package that we got, like literally like mind blown. I was not expecting
Me either at all. Crazy.
I was like, I had no clue. I was like, how did she even get my address? Like, I don't know.
Same. Unreal. Yeah.
So like that showed up, and like I couldn't plan for that. So I had to like drop everything, drive over to my parents' house and grab the packages, which is where they were delivered to, and like, cancel plans for the day and film. So every day is different. Sometimes it's like a filming day where I film multiple videos. Sometimes it's an editing day where I just edit. Yeah. Sometimes I have to film, edit, and upload in a day. Yeah. So it can be really hectic. And sometimes I'm like working and it's like midnight and I'm like still working on editing. So it's definitely not a lifestyle that like most people do, where like they're at work and then they go home and like they have their home life. Yeah. But it's nice because I live with my boyfriend and he works from home as well. So like we just kind of do our own thing. We have like, I have my office / makeup room and he has his. So it works out really well. Yeah. So
at what point in your YouTube career were you like, okay, I could actually do this? Like I could get paid to make videos? Like, was there like a certain like subscriber count, or were you getting like consistent views where you were just like, oh, okay, I could do this?
So before the Jaclyn Hill contest, I would get like $100 paycheck like every other month or something like that. And I was like, it was like kind of like hope. Like I was like, oh, like maybe one day, like I can turn this into like something. But then after that, my December, which is when all that happened, was huge. Like that's like to this day, one of my highest paid months, just because of how many views I got and how many new people were introduced to, my channel. And I was also doing Vlogmas. So it all depends on how many videos you're posting and how many views you're getting. But pretty much like after that contest, I would say like 6 months or so after, I was like getting more consistent revenue. And I was like, okay, like this is pretty much like what I would be making as a nurse anyway.
Right. Yeah.
But like I get to make my own schedule and do something that truly makes me happy.
Yeah.
And like, this is literally my dream job. It's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, I mean, I didn't know about this when I was a little kid, but like,
yeah, totally.
This is what I would have said if
You're living your dream. Yeah. Well, I just want to compliment you just to start, because like when I met you and that connection we had, like you are just such like a kind-hearted, sweet, like you just have a sweet spirit about you. And I feel like it like illuminates, I don't know if that's the right word, through your YouTube videos. Like that's truly who you are. And I think that's why people love you, because you're just so genuine and just kind. And we need more of that. We need kind people.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And so you can tell like how genuine you are. And like your content is amazing. You're just so good at what you do. So I can't wait. I'm excited to like continue to watch you grow, because you keep growing and it's really awesome to see you. So I'm always cheering you on. You're incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love watching your videos, and you're great.
I was like, I try to be as positive as I can and just like, be happy, because I'm not like all giddy like all the time.
Yeah.
Like, obviously there's times where I'm like sad or like mad or whatever, but I try to like share as much of that as possible. And that's like part of why I was so excited about doing this like podcast type thing. Cause I was like, this is just like a nice, happy thing, like, that we're bringing into the beauty community. And I thought that was a super like awesome idea and super smart. And like, I'm so happy that you decided to do this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So like side story, I've been wanting to collaborate with you in some sort of way for a while, but I'm like, I don't know what to do. And so I would always like, I'm not going to reach out to her yet, because I wanted like a good idea and to plan something. And then my husband actually came up with this idea, because I've been wanting to just do something more just with my platform and with YouTube. And he was like, you should do a video series podcast, like with some influencers and all that. And I was like, Paige is my first one, period. And so I immediately messaged you. I was like, hey, I have this idea. And when you said yes, I was like, I'm so excited. So I'm just happy to have you as my first guest. And
thank you. I'm so honored to be the first guest.
Yes.
I'm so happy that you thought of me. That was so nice.
Absolutely. You were the first one that came to mind. So going back to YouTube, do you have any advice, like even for me personally, because just the algorithm, and I just feel like people don't watch YouTube like they used to. Like I used to watch makeup tutorials all the time, and I'm actually even myself finding not watching those kind of videos. I watch like hauls or vlogs. But what advice do you have for like me and any other like up and coming or someone trying to start their YouTube? Like, is it consistency? Is it like, what advice would you have to get someone started and to like maintain their channel?
Right. So I would say my biggest tip would be to look at your YouTube analytics, which sounds like a basic answer, but it tells you so much information about your audience. It tells you like what other channels your subscribers watch, what other specific videos they watch. It tells you like what time of day your subscribers are on. So I always try to like post, at the beginning of where it says the majority of your subscribers are online, or I'll look at the content that other creators are making. And I'm like, oh, like I love that also. So maybe I could do a video like that.
Yeah.
And if you have like a video that doesn't do so well, which like, I don't know, like sometimes my reviews don't do as well, it'll say like, make sure you focus on the videos that are doing well and not so much the ones that aren't, which is kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
So like, for example, I noticed that my declutter videos do really well. So I was like, well, what else can I do that's, thank you. I was like, what can I do that's kind of like that without like, getting rid of my entire makeup collection.
Right.
So then I started doing makeup organization videos, and that's sort of like a similar like type of content, and people really like those as well. So like, I would say just focusing on what does well, and obviously also what you enjoy.
Yeah.
So like if you enjoy watching challenge videos, then maybe you could film a challenge video. If you enjoy, organization videos or cleaning videos or vlogs, like definitely do that type of content. But also being like posting frequently and like being consistent is huge.
That's
like,
where I am not good at.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard because it's like, if you're in someone's subscription box like every week or like every other week, you become more of like a familiar face and you're like, oh, like I'm excited to see more. But like if it's like once every few months or so, like it's easy to like miss a video in your subscription box.
Yeah.
Especially me, like am subscribed to so many people. So like my daily, update is like huge. It's like a page full of videos. So like sometimes I miss uploads. So that's definitely huge in my opinion.
Yeah. Also, like I feel like there's this misconception that you have to have like the nicest camera, the nicest equipment. And to start off, like first of all, I film most of my videos on my iPhone because my Sony broke. And it's like it's fine quality. Like it's perfectly fine. And then I have a ring light, and then I have these like side lights that I got from Amazon. Like you can start up with like a really small budget and get started. Yeah. Like it doesn't have to be super grand. Backdrops are really like inexpensive where you can find a corner. And so I always encourage people, like, you don't have to have all the expensive things, and you can start.
I still don't. I still have like I probably have like $200 worth of lighting, and this is the same lighting that I've been using for like 5 years. Yeah. So it's like, it's not like, it doesn't have to be like a huge investment where you're spending like $1,000 per light, or like a $3,000 camera with a $4,000 lens. Like I just use a little vlog camera that was like $600 or $700, which is a lot. And you definitely don't have to do that. But my phone actually can film in 4K and my camera can't. So
I know, like, same. So I'm like, well,
like,
okay,
your phone is actually like better.
Yeah, totally. And I get that it can be really intimidating, like going on YouTube and seeing all these like amazing productions. Like even Jacqueline, I'm like, how do you look like that? Like, can I? Yeah, exactly. So I totally get why people might be afraid to start, but I think if you have like the passion, I think you can agree. Like if you have the passion in your heart to start it, and like, go for it. Get up your iPhone, get some lights, and just go for it. Just be yourself, and the rest will come with it. So
yeah. And I would say if you want to do it, just go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Like, don't second.
Don't wait. Oh man, that's like my biggest regret is just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Cause like I could have been like so much farther along if I had started when I wanted to start.
Yeah. Same
so like,
here.
Just like go for it. Even if it's scary, like you just got to go for it,
Yes. Yeah. And some people are going to think you're weird, but whatever. We're not here to please everyone. Just
just do what makes you happy.
Yes. You're not. That's like the biggest lesson I've learned. Like I hate calling myself an influencer. I don't know. Content creator.
Content
like,
creator.
I had to get in the mindset, like not everybody is going to like me, and that is okay. It's just, that's life. So you just do what you love, and people will love you for it. Not everybody, but that's okay. You're not everyone's cup of tea, but
yeah, exactly.
That's comes with it. So, okay. The next topic is something I get asked a lot, and maybe you do too. And you get a lot more of this than I do, is PR. A lot of people are like, how do you get on PR lists? What does that mean? All of that. And for me, some of it is the brands have reached out to me because I'll tag them a lot, or, they'll see my content. I've actually reached out to brands a few times before. That's terrifying. And I've gotten rejected a few times. But what has that process been for you? Is it like they see your YouTube videos and they email you, or like, how does PR work for you?
So I would say most of the time the brand will either email or DM me, just based on them somehow stumbling across my content. I have reached out to brands. Like I haven't done that recently, but like certain ones, like ColourPop is a PR list that I would absolutely love.
You're not on that yet? No. What are they doing? Excuse me, ColourPop, if you're watching this, hook up your girl. You always make videos about them.
I know. I have so many of their products, and like the main reason would be like I would just love to get my videos up sooner because I buy them and then I have to wait for them to ship and I have to wait for them to get here. But like PR stuff pretty much always gets to the person before like launch. So that would be like my main reason. Like I would love to like get it as soon as possible, but I still buy it all anyway. Yeah. So that's one where, I contacted them, never heard back. So, it's fine. But usually brands will email or DM me and they'll be like, hey, like we saw like, your YouTube channel or your Instagram, like we'd love to send you a package. And if that's the case and it's, a brand that I'm like, I don't accept every single PR, but, for the most part, because I feel bad. Like if I'm going to be like, yeah, and then I don't have time to like talk about it, then I would feel bad about that. Sure. So I try to, and also not be like, yes, give me everything. And then I end up with like so much makeup that I can't do, I already have a lot. So I try to be selective and like not wasteful and things like that. But usually I'm not doing the searching for, usually it's, them contacting me. But there's also like recently I actually did contact Ofra because I love Ofra's products, and I just contacted them to see if I could apply for their affiliate program. Oh yeah. Because I know like a lot of people are. And then they emailed me back. They were like, yeah, definitely. Like, here's the application. And then I became an Ofra affiliate, which was super awesome. Amazing. And so it can be scary to like, yes, definitely. But it's not like, it shouldn't be looked down upon. No. Like it's definitely like something, like you're trying to, benefit the brand because you love them and you want to share about them. And you also want to help your audience by being able to say like, here's a discount code. Like you can save some money on these products that I'm already talking about. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little bit of both, but I would say most of the time the brands kind of find me and then, I'll say yes or no. Yeah. And that all comes down to content. Yeah. If you're, if you're posting videos with products that you have, and then they can be able to find you easier. Definitely tagging the brands helps a lot. Tagging them in your story so that, then you're like in their DMs and then every time you tag them, they'll see that like more easily. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's like a misconception around PR, and I think a lot of YouTubers like it because they can upload videos sooner and they can do giveaways if they wanted to. And so it's a really cool opportunity, but, yeah, it's not fun getting rejected sometimes, but it's fine. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll get there. Yeah. Okay. So what is like what's the best thing about being on YouTube and like being kind of having the platform you have? And then what are some of the not so great things that, I mean, I'm sure it's mostly great things, but having a platform is not always easy. So yeah. What are some of those things? So obviously some of the best things are, being able to share what I love and, connecting with people that have similar interests. Mm-hmm. I actually even started live streaming on Twitch. I saw that about a year ago. Cool. I started, and like, I have met like personally, like so many of my subscribers that way because it's a much smaller like group of people over there. So I've like really connected with people and like, they're all over the country, but like, I feel like they're really close friends of mine now. So it's really cool. Like awesome. Just connecting with people. Right. Obviously, being able to do makeup and like have so much makeup and like that be my job is just unbelievable and amazing. And I get to make my own schedule and like, I'm sort of like my own boss. Yeah. But then there's also downfalls like, negative comments and, not really, I feel like, so when you work or like, work as an influencer or whatever, you're sort of like self-employed. Mm-hmm. So like, as far as like business stuff goes, I feel like you're not like taught a lot about it. Right. So a huge thing is like preparing for taxes, which like isn't like a fun like topic, but that's definitely something that you have to be like prepared for because since you're self-employed, you don't have an employer paying for part of your taxes and you don't have taxes being taken out of your paycheck. So you have to save up, like you have to be disciplined and set aside money the entire year to then pay for your taxes all at once, which is like, not fun, but you really have to be on top of yourself and like be disciplined and be able to do that. And then also sometimes it can be like awkward, like for example, where my boyfriend and I are looking at buying a house and you're like, all right, what's your occupation? What's yours? And it's like, I'm a makeup YouTuber. Like, and people don't like get it. Like, especially like older generations, they're like, that's your job. Like, why don't you get like a regular job or more reliable job? But like, the truth is like, anybody can get furloughed or laid off or fired at any job. So like, even if it seems like a stable, reliable job, it's still, may not be, this might be a little bit riskier, but I feel like there's a lot of judgment, and then experiencing hate comments and learning to separate work life from personal life. Yeah. Those are some of the more like negative things, but it still is worth it. Like being able to do something that makes me happy is still totally worth it.
My like biggest pet peeve is hearing people like say, oh, you want to be a YouTuber or a YouTuber, like want to get a real job, or like you said, it's like almost that you're lazy, but I don't think people understand what goes on behind the scenes when, especially you are constantly uploading. Like you have to film, you have to edit, you have to upload, like there's so much going on behind the scenes. It is a job. It's a lot of work. It is not for everyone at all. Like you said in the beginning, it is not everyone's cut out for this. Takes a lot of work, a lot of late nights, like you said. So I hate that.
And and it's like the viewer sees like a 10 to 20 minute video, but like that could have taken 10 hours to make, like with filming, getting ready, planning, editing, making your thumbnail, linking things in the description box. Like it took a long time to make that 10-minute video. So it seems like, I can make a 10-minute video. Like that'll be easy, but like it can take a really long time, especially when you're doing it all yourself. Like the big YouTubers have like editors and filmers, and I'm like, that would save me so much time, but I also kind of like doing it myself.
I do too. I really like editing. I mean, sometimes it can get like like long, and I'm like, oh my gosh, am I done talking? But I know it is, every step of the process is really fun, but it is time consuming. It's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that I don't think a lot of people see or understand. So okay, so I have a few questions for you, makeup related, and then I have some questions from people who submitted some. I screenshotted them. Okay, this is what I want to know though, because I love makeup, obviously. Okay, so what is your favorite foundation you can't live without? Like either something you use every day or you've repurchased. Okay, I'll go one at a time so you remember. Okay, go.
Okay, so the Belief Beauty Foundation is probably like
so
my all-time
good.
favorite.
Can you believe how good that
is? $5.
It's so good.
I know. That's so probably my all-time favorite. I literally think I have 10 bottles of that foundation.
Same. I think I have 5. It's so good.
Yeah, it's amazing. But I've actually recently been really liking, this is what I'm wearing today, the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator.
I've seen that a lot. Yeah.
It's more of like medium coverage, which usually I like full coverage foundation, but like this lasts so long. I wore it for like 10 hours the other day and literally looked like I just applied it. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Okay,
and I have oily skin. So like that never happens to me. But it's a hydrating product. So I feel like it would work for anybody.
Right. Yeah. Oh my,
I love that recently.
I need that. I've seen that a lot too. And I don't know why I haven't picked it up, because everyone has that same review. It's like, it lasts super long. My skin looks great. Yeah. So what kind of coverage is it? Is it full coverage?
It's like medium.
Okay.
I would say medium. It's not super buildable, but it's like medium to full coverage.
Okay.
It's not going to cancel out your face, but it has pretty good coverage.
Sometimes I need to cancel out my face. Sometimes I need something like that. It just, Okay. And then favorite, what was the other one? Lip product. Like your fave.
Well, Morphe Liquid Lip and Virgin is my
I think I'm wearing that. Am I wearing that? Yeah, that's one of my faves too.
Yeah, I love that one. But I've actually recently been liking Blankety from MAC. It's like a lipstick.
Ooh.
Randomly decided to buy this. I haven't really heard people talk about MAC recently.
I know.
Or in a while, but I was like, this looks pretty. And I am obsessed with this lipstick.
Is it like a pinky?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to Virgin. I don't know if you're going to be able to see
that. Yeah, I can see that. That's pretty.
But it's like a light pinky nude kind of thing. And I was like, oh, that Virgin, like anything that's kind of in that realm of color is like my favorite.
Yes, me too. It's like all I'm hunting for ever when I go makeup shopping is that like pinkier, light, like girly nude. Okay, and then eyeshadow palette. Like you can only choose one.
Oh, gosh.
I know. I'm sorry. That's hard.
Oh my gosh, I'm like opening my drawer to like look. I don't know. Something like Nudie number 2 from Laura Los Angeles.
Oh, do I have that? Wait,
my go-to.
I have one of hers and I really like it, but I don't remember which one it is. Hold on. Oh wait, I think this is the first one.
Yeah, this is the
Okay,
second
so
one.
that's the second one. Okay,
Yeah,
I need
this
that
is
because
literally amazing.
so pretty. Oh, I love that like
Yeah.
pinkier shade too.
Yes, this is like my favorite shade in the palette. It's so pretty. The shimmers, the mattes, like literally everything is so good. The only thing that it's missing is like a highlight shade, but I'll just use my like whatever face highlight, my Jaclyn highlight.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try that because I've really enjoyed her first one.
Yes.
And so, okay, Nudie Patootie 2.
Yes.
Okay, and then highlight. What's your
highlight? Probably Iced from Jaclyn Cosmetics.
So
this was
pretty.
my favorite shade in her like palette.
Yeah,
the flash palette. So when it was like a single, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. So probably this one.
And you use a lot of Ofra highlights too, right? I've never used that. I feel so like, what am I doing?
They are amazing. They kind of remind me of the Becca highlighters. Like they're super intense, like so freaking pretty. I love them. I actually just ordered a few more. The most iconic shade is Rodeo Drive. So I haven't tried that one yet, but that's the one that like everybody talks about. Okay,
I need to try that because every time I see you apply it or I watch reviews, it's like blinding. It's so beautiful.
So pretty. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into some questions. Hopefully I didn't ask like all of these. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, this one's from, I hope I say this right. Pujave Mu. I'm sorry. Nope, I butchered that. I'm so sorry. Favorite beauty brand? Like if you can only pick one.
Man, well, I feel like my expected answer is going to be Jaclyn Cosmetics, but I feel like I shouldn't say that.
I know.
Because like I'm just constantly talking about her. I don't even know. Probably ColourPop or Jaclyn Cosmetics or Huda Beauty. I really like their products. Also Morphe.
Yeah.
Those are like top 4.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good ones. That's probably mine. Well, I haven't tried Huda Beauty as much as I'd like. I need to try more of their products. I've heard their foundation is good, right?
Yeah, their stick. I've used their stick foundation and I love it. It's so good. I haven't tried their liquid one yet though.
And their palettes look gorgeous.
That's my favorite thing from them is their eyeshadow palettes and their setting powder. Literally my holy grail.
Okay, I need to try that. What am I doing? I should be taking notes. Okay, this is actually from the same person. She said, if you could collab with one influencer other than Jaclyn Hill, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Let's see. Oh gosh.
I know. I can't even think. I know. I'm
trying to think of like my favorite YouTubers. Probably Kelly Strack. She's one of my favorites.
I see that she like comments on your stuff too. So I feel like that could happen.
Yeah, that would be literally amazing.
You guys seem like you have like the same energy. I don't know. I just feel like you'd be best friends. You're just like your vibes are similar. That would be, yes. We're going to speak that into existence. Kelly, if you're watching this.
Yeah.
Slide into the DMs. Okay. EG Smith _ said, how did you get a collab with Bling Brushes? Oh yeah. Like how did that all come to fruition? Oh, my hair. Sorry. Okay, ready? Go for it.
Good. Okay. So they actually contacted me January 2019 just to like send me their product. And I was like, I love Bling. I love anything like that. So I was like, absolutely. Like I would love a PR package. And then instantly fell in love. They've been my favorite brushes for over 2 years now.
They're so good.
After about a year, they DM'd me and they were like, hey, like, you know, we'd love to like do a collab with you. I think I was their first, like I started using their products before they even had like an affiliate program. And I'm pretty sure I was their first affiliate. I don't even like know.
Yeah.
But I've just been like shown constant like love and support for them. And they just were like, hey, like, I feel like the owner, Courtney, is like my friend because like I message her all the time.
Yeah.
But she was like, let's like, you know, work on a collab. And then it ended up taking a really long time because things were getting delayed. But it took about like a year, I think, to finally from like start to launch. And it was the coolest thing in the entire world to like be able to like design the brushes that I wanted,
So
and like
cool.
the shapes of them, the colors, like all of that. And it was literally the coolest thing in the entire world. And I'm like looking off to the side, like looking at it.
So cool.
Like, oh, it's like my child almost.
That is amazing. What a incredible like experience. And it's also nice too, like when the owners are super sweet. I have a hair in my mouth. I've talked to them briefly before too, and they're just so sweet. It's just so nice to like, you not only love the product, but the company is great, the owners are great, and then the collab, like that is a dream. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I screamed when I saw you post that. I was like, no way. It's so cool. Okay. Oh, this is really sweet. MMK Beauty said, how could you possibly be so beautiful, and what drives you to keep going? So sweet.
My gosh. Wow. I would say that my like viewers and subscribers are definitely what motivates me to keep going, because it's definitely like a positive, like, you know, I'm trying to think of the word, like affirmation. It's positively reaffirming, you know.
Yes.
Because it's like, you know, I'm loving what I'm doing, and it seems like other people are also loving it, so it like makes me excited to like do more. But yeah, that was such a sweet comment.
That was. I was like, oh. Okay, I'll do a few more. This one is from T Fam. She says, who inspires you the most?
Ooh. I would say as far as like influencer wise, there's people like Jaclyn Hill. Kelly Strack is another person who like, she's someone I've been subscribed to for a long time. And I think she had around 300,000 subscribers when I followed her. And now she has like 800,000. And I was like, wow. So that's definitely someone that I'm like, I feel like I've like grown with them. Whereas like when I started watching Jaclyn, like she already was like, famous, even though it was a long time ago. But people like that are just like nice people and like, you know, are positive and put positive things out there. But yeah, and then also like I feel like my parents are, because they're like so like understanding of like everything, and like they like work really hard, and so it makes me want to work really hard, and they gave me so much, like just like, you know, I lived with them until I was 23. I like just moved out last year, and like they were happy to have me there, and like, you know, I feel like they provided for me really well, so like I want to be able to like provide for my future family, or like, you know, even my parents, like that would be the dream, would be to like be able to retire my parents. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna cry thinking about it.
I know. I've always said that, like, okay, if this takes off, I'm able to do this. Like, I can't wait to like help, like give back to my family. I'm getting emotional too, because like that's what all you ever want to do, especially when they're so supportive and like love you so much. That's like, that's always my first thought, is obviously my kids and my family, but like my parents, like, that would be a dream. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. Get it together.
I know.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. This is from Toria.cx. I'm sorry. What are your favorite videos to film?
Probably declutter and organization videos. I also love filming hauls, because like I get so excited about all of the new stuff that I'm getting, like PR hauls, and then also like stuff that I buy. Those are like always my favorite to film.
Those are my favorite to watch. So okay, so I'll do two more. This one is from Dan McKeever. Says, if you didn't have makeup in your life, what would you be doing?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Honestly, I would either be a nurse, but I really think that I wouldn't have even pursued that if, like, just based on my experience in nursing school, like I really think I probably would have ended up trying something else. Like, I don't even know what it is, but I know that maybe I would have done that for a little bit and then figured something else out, but it would be hard for me to imagine life without makeup. Yeah,
I know. I can't. I mean, I still work right now, but just like the thought of even not doing YouTube, like I kind of think of this as my hobby right now. My goal is to be able to quit my job someday. That's like the dream, but it's like therapy to me. I'm sure you can relate. Like just being able to sit down, even to film and like connect with people, it just makes me so happy. And so I couldn't even, what would I do? I'd be so boring.
I
know. Okay. I had one more. Where to go? Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is from Brianna _
Ooh. Okay. So 5 years, I'll be 28, almost 29. I would love to be living in a house, still doing YouTube, and possibly with a kid by then.
I love that.
Married and with a kid, hopefully. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
And you could do like mom vlogs. Amazing. Oh my gosh.
I know. I would love to do like daily vlogging. Like I think that would be so much fun.
So fun.
But yeah, that's it.
That makes me excited for you. And I just can't even imagine where you're at in 5 years. Like you're just going to, like, you've already come this far. So 5 years from now, you're going to be at like millions of subscribers. It's going to be incredible.
That would be the dream. That would be so amazing.
Okay. I did have one more question that just popped out when you said that. Do you ever do you have like what is wrong with me? Like, do you ever want to start your own beauty brand? Do you have that like passion in you, or do you want to just stick to YouTube? Like, would you ever create your own line?
I've definitely considered it. But like right now or like the foreseeable future, I don't think so. Yeah. Like I think I would like to definitely collab with like a brand on like a makeup product. Like I think that would be so cool. Like obviously I have my brush set, but I'd love to do like a makeup product collab.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then maybe like after that, after I know like more about the industry possibly, but like it's definitely something that's popped into my head. And like I've like thought about like, like what would my packaging look like? Or, like, what would this look like? But nothing that like I've like thought about pursuing like seriously.
Yeah. No, a collab would be so cool, especially with a brand. Like, you know, their formulas are good. You can like design everything. Yeah, that would be incredible. Yeah, that's the dream. That's the dream.
Yeah.
Okay, so to end it, where can people find you? Give us like plug yourself, give us your handles. Okay. And then like, is there anything exciting coming up that they can look forward to, or like videos are coming out? Any of that?
Okay. My YouTube channel is Paige Koren. My social media handle is Miss Paige Koren on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
If you're watching this, you better follow her. I'm looking at you.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I also live stream on Twitch. Same username, Miss Paige Koren. And I have a lot of fun videos planned. No like huge like projects in the works at the moment.
Okay.
But I have lots of fun videos. I have mystery box videos, more organization and cleaning and decluttering videos.
We love that.
Lots of fun stuff. I'm like so excited.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being my first guest. Like I'm so excited you were my first one. It's just so special to me to have you. And like, hopefully I'll come to Florida soon and we can, once COVID kind of dies down, we can connect again. And like I said in the beginning, like you're just such a bright light in the community. I love watching your videos. It's been so incredible just watching you grow. And I can't wait to continue to watch you grow because like, it's just, you have it all, you know what I mean? Like you're the it factor, you're authentic, you have great videos. And so I adore you. And I'm so happy that like, I just know you and you're just such a great person. So thank you so much.
Same to you. I can't wait to see your channel and social medias grow. And I can't wait to see the rest of this series and see who else you have on here. Mm-hmm. Thank you again for having me on your first episode ever. Like, this is seriously so cool.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. And thank you to everyone who's watching. Thanks for joining us on my first episode of the Beauty Buzz. And again, make sure to follow Paige. It's Miss Paige Koren on Instagram and Paige Koren on YouTube. Please go subscribe and follow her. She has great content and she's just a great person, if you couldn't already tell from this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in episode 2 of the Beauty Buzz.